Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to round 4 of our F1 2006 Championship Edition career mode. Yes, we're back this weekend here for the first race in Europe in the San Marino Grand Prix at Imola. Of course, if you missed out on the last video from Albert Park, Australia, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. But we have some sad news as we come into this one. This will be my last race for the Super AGURI Formula 1 team. Yes, after a lot of consideration and things like that, we applied for a job over at Red Bull and we have been offered the role of test driver working alongside Christian Klein. I've realised after the opening few races of this season, we need to get ourselves into more competitive machinery. So the plan is move over to Red Bull, try and smash out a few practice programs and things like that, and then hopefully get a works drive in the not too distant future. That will hopefully allow us to start scoring some points as well as the season continues on, once we hopefully get a drive this season. So yeah, today will be my last race for the Super AGURI team for the foreseeable future. Of course, if you're new, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed to the channel. We are trying to hit 7k subs at the time of recording as well. But yeah, San Marino hopefully will provide us with a good opportunity to get a big result, and hopefully we can leave Super AGURI on a high.
Welcome to qualifying at the legendary San Marino circuit. Session 1, the first knockout session, is upon us, so without further delay, let's see who survives the first chop and who's relegated to the back of the grid.
Well, Imola really is a circuit on this game where you can feel the highest of highs but the lowest of lows. It's not one of the AI's best, but there are a couple of really horrible curbs here, and the way you have to find time is just by being really, really aggressive. The chicane at the top of the circuit as well is just lethal. So I'm just not trying to take any risk through there, as the AI, they'll pretty much go through flat out if they're feeling confident, especially if they're trying to dive bomb you at the same time. I'm hoping we see Q2 here. I think we've got the pace in the car to do so, but not with lines like that. Oh, what is that? E-Day? He just completely turned me as we both try and start our first qualifying lap. No idea why he's so close up my trumpet. But apparently so is our McLaren as well, coming out onto the circuit. I think they're going to get fed up of being stuck behind us pretty quick, but say, this first chicane's so fun when you get it nailed, pretty much entirely flat out. Oh no, oh, so we got yellows out. Someone's binned it. That's a Williams in the wall. So no idea which Williams that is or what's happened there. Unfortunately, in all of the commotion, I've gone and invalidated my first lap. And then you just cannot hit that curb. You either got to avoid it on the inside or run off track to avoid it. Stop back end braking free. I've never had that before, but suddenly now I cannot control it going through Aqua Minerale, and it just keeps ruining our laps. That doesn't help either. I'll be so careful now. I need to get a lap time on the board. Like I said, I think we've genuinely got the pace to make it comfortably into Q2 here. UGE Day, currently the benchmark on a 1:24.3. Nope, that's only Luizzi on a 23.5, so times are definitely improving for others. But just make sure we attack the chicane nice and tidy. No risk on the exit. As Heidfeld currently fastest on the board then. I think we've got a couple of Ferraris coming round. Of course, their first of 2 home GPs this year would allow them, obviously, to try and get a good result for the home crowd. Still waiting on a first Ferrari win of this season. So today, I'm sure at this venue will be exactly where they want to claim it. But a little bit easy through the entry of the final chicane. A little bit wide on the exit. 21.8, and I'm validated again. Well, Coulthard is the man on the brink of the danger zone right now on a 22.1, so I know we can definitely go a lot quicker than that as we try and set ourselves up then. A little bit hesitant on the throttle out of that final corner. We've got a McLaren behind me as well, so hopefully they're not going to cause any problems. Massa down to a 1:18.8 though, so yeah, your big dogs starting to deliver the pace you would expect from them. As again, I mean, look how much speed you can carry through that first chicane. It is ridiculous. Up and towards the next chicane. I've got to be so careful on that apex curve, but we found half a second in Sector 1. Nice and tidy. Try and get the run at Tosa up towards the top of the hill. But again, the big corner for me is just now finally trying to nail Aqua Minerale. And then that final chicane as well, apparently. A little bit wide there. We definitely lost some time. But as long as we can set the lap we need, that's all I'm really interested in right now. Get the power down to try and make our way up the hill. All the time we found in Sector 1 gone. So are we about to get dive bombed? Nope. Are we about to spin out? No, another lap invalidated instead. We'll set in some good competitive lap times through Sector 1 and Sector 2 again. It is really just like not being near the AI is where we can be quick around this venue. Webber though on a 21.4 now. That is the benchmark we're aiming for as we send the car through those final chicanes. 20.1. That'll put us P10. That is us safely through into Q2, surely. Well, home driver Luizzi won't be too happy starting at the back of the field. Both of your Toro Rossos out at the venue that is just a stone's throw from their factory. E-Day, we went 3.2 seconds clear of our teammate right at the end of the session there. So happy with that. We ended up P10. Could we make Q3? Oh, great. What is Button doing, man? I'm trying to set up for a lap, and I mean, it's a good job we're leaving the Honda family, isn't it? Because that's pretty terrible. Out in Q2, P16, we invalidated one lap, and then Button goes and completely cleans us out.
We're live from the Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari in the small town of Imola for the San Marino Grand Prix. 4.9 kilometres with 17 corners in all, Imola is situated close to Bologna in northern Italy. It's a wonderfully atmospheric circuit named after the late Enzo and his son Dino Ferrari, whose Maranello headquarters are just a short drive away. The Tifosi are here as usual in their thousands, hoping for a Ferrari victory. Conditions are just about perfect here today. Clear skies and perfect temperatures on and off the track. The forecast is also good, and we expect it to stay like this for the whole race. On pole is Felipe Massa, Jarno Trulli in second. Third is Michael Schumacher. Fourth is Fernando Alonso. Montoya takes fifth. Kimi Raikkonen is next to him in sixth. Button is seventh. Eighth is Fisichella.
Well, as always, the primary goal in this race is just to try and make sure that we see the checkered flag. But Red Bull, they haven't actually set that many expectations for us. So I might do an extra video of kind of just trying to go through and, you know, continuing to do tests and things like that until we get an F1 gig. But I'm hoping, yeah, that it shouldn't take us too long. I think they only want us to complete 4 tests altogether to potentially get the second driver role. My goal will basically just be smash out as many as we can. And then go from there. But Felipe Massa this weekend, I think he was the same last season, just looks to be absolutely in control. Fastest in practice, fastest in all 3 qualifying sessions. What will we expect to see from the Brazilian today as Ferrari hunting their first win of the season? Let's try and get a little bit of temperature into all of the tyres there. Luckily, you can just lock up all 4 tyres inside this game. Get the traction and the ABS back to where we need. Wait for the cars at the rear of the field to line up. Let's do this thing. Come on, we need a big result.
You know the drill by now. Here we go. The race is go, go, go!
Right, let's see what happens into turn 1.
Head towards the first corner.
I just want to make it through.
First turn. He's followed by Trulli. Next is Michael Schumacher.
What has gone on there in front? I think that was Rosberg making it 3 wide with the Red Bulls. Luckily, they'll all get away with it. I can hear plenty of contact happening around the order, but we've survived turn 1. Oh, we might be able to... Oh, come on! Why aren't you on the throttle, man? I think that was clear and they're slowing us down. We picked up a tiny bit of front wing damage. That won't actually affect performance, but it will make it easier to damage the wing again. So not ideal off the start here is trying to defend from Jacques Villeneuve. We have, again, though, moved forward through the first couple of corners, so I guess we can be pretty happy with that. The big goal is just try and make sure that we've got the gap to Jacques by the time we make it up through the chicane, because that'll be where the AI are going to be absolutely relentless. Our team not even warming us about the damage there. As you see those 2 in front, side by side, right the way through there. Clean and Rosberg, neither of them willing to give an inch here. But luckily, yeah, we absolutely sent it. A little bit risky. The first time through, but I guess we'll make it happen. There is a little bit of understeer on the heavy fuel, and Villeneuve has tagged us. Webber will go back round me then. And I think Villeneuve, he might be out of the race. No idea what's happened, but try and not get dive bombed through that final chicane. The lines have not been fantastic.
It looks like this. Massa is first. In second, it's Trulli. Michael Schumacher third. Fourth is Alonso. Montoya fifth. Raikkonen sixth. Seventh is Button. And Fisichella eighth.
There we go then. Felipe Massa still leading the way at the front of the order, so a good start from the Ferrari driver. Oh, this is definitely one of the places where we're really strong, down the inside of Webber. And again, the AI, they'll just turn in.
Good final sector, your best so far this session.
Oh, no, no, no. Ugh. I was literally just about to say that we're still the meat in a Williams sandwich, but the pace seems to be pretty good here. We had opened up a bit of a gap ahead of Mark Webber, but immediately that will evaporate then. Like I said, this is why I need to move to a better team, though. It feels like we've got the pace to kind of hang on to a few more cars, and unless we go, you know, to a Shanghai or a Hungary or a Indianapolis, we just can't really do a lot else. I feel like if we move to a Red Bull, then we can kind of consistently fight for points, and hopefully that'll put one of the big teams on alert. You can basically win a world championship with BAR, McLaren, Renault or Ferrari inside this game. It's more than possible. So, thanks for that. What is he doing?
Well, that incident was bad enough to warrant his retirement today. He got involved in that scrape as well. He seems to have got away with no damage, though. Very lucky indeed.
Well, lucky, yeah, that we got no damage from that incident, but Webber absolutely screwing us over. And again, who was that? I think that was Ide trying to have a look for a move as well. Why?
Massa is first. In second, it's Trulli. Michael Schumacher third. Fourth is Alonso. Montoya fifth. Raikkonen sixth. Seventh is Button. And Fisichella eighth.
You're doing well. That's the best time you've achieved through sector 1.
No, no! Damn it. Oh, such a stupid error as well. And our final race for Super Aguri. Oh, man, that's been a terrible couple of races in this series. Gutted. Gutted. The first time I made that error all weekend. I know it was always a problem here, but I didn't think it would catch us out. And we are out of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
And that concludes the first European race of the season. San Marino has played host to many great races over the years, and this has been no exception. It just remains for me to say goodbye and just remind you that we'll be back in 14 days' time at the Nürburgring in Germany for the European Grand Prix. Thank you and goodbye.
Well, there we go then. Somehow Jarno Trulli takes the victory here in San Marino ahead of Schumacher and Alonso on your podium. Felipe Massa retired from the Grand Prix later on. So did Ide and Thiago Montero as well there. So disappointment once again. And Ferrari's first win of the year still waiting. Alonso now to the top of the table alongside Kimi Raikkonen. Button still in third ahead of Fisichella, who I don't think has scored points in the last two GPs either. Schumacher's now up into P5 though with that result as well. And you can see we've been relegated all the way down to P17 overall in the championship standings. Still ahead of Rosberg, which is good. But yeah, we are really, really struggling right now. Toyota with that result as well. 10x their points tally so far from this year, up to 11 overall and back into P5 as well, as is now Red Bull have jumped Super Aguri as well, but both teams still on 0 points. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, we'll probably try and do a special episode earning a drive with Red Bull as well, but yeah, we'll be back very soon for whatever Grand Prix I guess we head to next.